What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Craftavore Tastes. I'm your host, Max. Today we're getting into a beer from Sloop Brewing Company out of Elizaville, New York. And the beer that we're going to be diving into is their Juice Bomb IPA. So, if you know anything about Sloop, Juice Bomb was a, hazy New England style kind of IPA that they started brewing a number of years ago, which essentially has kind of worked into a year round and essentially their flagship. So, was at my local bottle shop yesterday and noticed that they actually had it on at the growler station. So, had to pick myself up a growler. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one into a glass. We'll obviously take a look at the appearance. We'll then get the aroma, the taste, and then we'll rate it. All right, so I'm just going to head and open up on the top of this growler right here. I've been doing a terrible job of pouring lately, so I'm just going to actually pour. It's a little bit harder than it looks when you're doing it for the first time on camera. So I'm just going to go ahead and obviously pour from the growler here, and then I'll get the glass a little bit closer to the camera. All right, put it close on that, put that there. All right, there you go. You can see after the pour, pours a gorgeous kind of, beautiful medium gold color, typical New England style haze there. Not crazy super turbid. Very similar to a lot of New England style IPAs that I've been having lately. Not that kind of full on OJ effect, a little bit more kind of pineapple juice, right? So as you kind of move around, it even still kind of has some clean notes. Poured it a little bit lightly there, so not a tremendous amount of head. Let's see if I can just swirl it around and generate some head. Yeah, all right. So we got a nice little kind of half finger there of a little bit of off-white head. Looks really awesome. Looks gorgeous in a glass. Let's go ahead, get ourselves an aroma. So I've had this beer a number of times throughout the years, and it just smells awesome every single time, man. Sloop does such a great job. So huge amounts of pineapple, apricot, peach up front. You even kind of get this really interesting kind of little herbal layer that goes on with Juice Bomb, which I really like. Herbal slash kind of pine, and you kind of get that on kind of the secondary back end. First big waft, first big explosion is definitely all, tangerine, orange, peach, apricot, all those really good things. So it smells awesome like it usually does. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a taste. Cheers. Yep, exactly as I remember it. So in the taste is even kind of a little bit more different. It lends itself to being a little bit more orange and tangerine forward on the taste. And again, you get that kind of nice little wash, kind of pine herbal thing that kind of goes on there on the back end. As it's kind of passing through the palate a little bit, maybe getting a little bit of grapefruit there. And the beer is kind of just nicely drying out. It's 6.5% ABV. I mean, that ABV is just perfect for this beer. It's incredibly drinkable and super dangerous. You'd have absolutely no idea. The mouthfeel on it is awesome. This is truly an excellent kind of year-round New England style IPA. That if you can kind of get your hands on it, they release it pretty often at the brewery up in Elizaville, which is in Columbia County, New York, so about 2.5 hours north of New York City in upstate. Go ahead there and get it, man. Like, it's an awesome beer. It's a super crusher. I absolutely love it. Gonna dive in from one last taste. Yeah, it's just awesome. It's got like a little bit of kind of candied kind of fruit notes too. I just didn't want to mention that. All right, so let's go ahead and give her a rating. The Juice Bomb IPA from Sloop Brewing in Elizaville, New York. Easy 4.25 caps. That's a really super good batch. So much so that I actually want to bump that up a little bit. So let's bump it up a little bit. As I mentioned in past videos, I don't like doing like the smaller increments, but I'm gonna for this. This is a 4.35, man. Like, this beer is really good. And I feel as though they're only improving on the recipe every single time I had it. Actually, this is one of the best kind of variations, or maybe just this batch, that I've had in quite some time. So it's super awesome. All right, that does it for this episode of the Craftavore Tastes. Hope you can come back to the channel and watch as I drink, I review, I rate, and then I repeat. Cheers.